Pilgrim and hopeful are in the delectable mountains. They're delectable because from the mountains they can see the celestial city. I saw in my dream that the shepherds take them to another place. There was a door in the side of a hill. They opened the door and told them, "Look in." Christian and hopeful looked in and saw that it was very dark and smoky, and they heard a rumbling noise as of fire and some crying out in torment, and they could smell brimstone. Then said Christian, "What means this?" The shepherds told them that this is the byway to hell, that hypocrites can go in, mainly those that sell their birthrights like Esau, and those that sell their master like Judas, and those that blaspheme like Alexander, and those that lie like Ananias and Sapphira. Then said hopeful to the shepherds, "I perceive that these had every one of them a show of pilgrimage as we have now, but they were not true pilgrims." "Yes," said the shepherd, "and they held that pilgrimage a long time." "Well," said hopeful, "how far might someone go on a pilgrimage and then be miserably cast away?" "Well," said the shepherds, "some further and not so far as these mountains." The pilgrims looked to one another and said, "We need to cry to the strong for strength." And then said the shepherds, "Yes, not only do you need to cry to the strong for strength, but then you have to use it when he gives it." The pilgrims wanted to go on, and the shepherds were very happy that they should. So they walked to the end of the mountains. The shepherds then said to one another, "Let's show the pilgrims the gates of the celestial city, and see if they have skill to look through our perspective glass." The pilgrims accepted the idea and got to the top of a hill called Clear, and there they were given glasses to look through. They went to look through the spyglass, but the remembrance of the things they had seen made their hands shake, and it was a terrible impediment not to hold the spyglass steady. And yet they saw something like a gate and some of the glory of the place. Back on our little walk. In Pilgrim's story, the shepherds, who are faithful believers and describe often what a Christian leader should be, the shepherds take them and show them various places as a warning against complacency, for they show people who have travelled a long way on the true path but ultimately fail. So they take them to the side of a mountain and open the door. They're in the delectable mountains. They're on Emmanuel's ground. It seems that this is where believers live, and yet there was a door, and through that door was a shortcut to the gates of hell. It's a warning, we're told, that people can travel so far and almost look like Christians. I've got a book by a very old book by a minister from I don't know, the 1700s, and it's called The Almost Christian Discovered. And it's amazing how far someone can go in thinking they're a Christian and convincing others, yet ultimately fail. Christian's response was the right response. We need to cry to him who gives strength for strength. And then the shepherd said, yes, you don't just cry for strength, but you use it when it's given you. And then from that place they went and they got a sight of the wonderful city of God. Well, today we also need to cry to him who has strength for strength. We can never take it for granted that we are walking the right land, the right path, and we'll continue to walk it without Him helping us. God calls on us every day of our lives to trust Him, to put our faith in Him, and to follow Him. Well, today the birds are going crazy. They think spring's on the way. And my dog is ready to keep moving. Have a good day. God bless you.